unless he knocks him out. And I think, let's face it, Bob Arum, he promotes both fighters, so we can't say that the house fighters, you know, got an advantage because they're both house fighters.
I don't think he's going to be able to not start fast, but at the same time, he isn't going to be the quicker out of the two.
Okay, the main event is about to get underway. Manny Pacquiao versus Antonio Margarito for the WBC light middleweight title. Calling the action, your big fight commentary team, Glenn McCrory and John Rawling.
Welcome back to Texas, where Antonio Margarito is starting to make his way towards the ring. There's absolute cacophony here in the Cowboys Stadium. The stage is set, the atmosphere magnificent. Margarito says he's ready. For him, in a sense, he's fighting tonight for redemption. Will the fight match up to the spectacular stage on which it's being set? It may well be that there's a world record crowd for an indoor event here. The roof is shut at the Cowboys Stadium. Somewhere between 60 and 70,000 people in here. It is absolutely electric, Glenn.
John, I've been covering this sport for 24 years. It's some of the biggest fights ever, but the atmosphere here in this wonderful arena beats anything so far. This is truly amazing.
They raised the roof during the anthems, and Margarito has a massive following of Mexican fans as ever. Passionate support. They showed some footage of some of the great moments in the history of the sport on the huge screen above the ring, and one of the biggest cheers of all was for Julio Cesar Chavez, the legend of Mexican boxing, who Margarito says was the man who inspired him to go for the top and to reach the pinnacle of this sport. And if he can win tonight against Manny Pacquiao, that is where he will be.
Well, he needs to find redemption. He's been ashamed, and he's very, very lucky to get this opportunity. Some say he shouldn't have this fight, some say he should never box again, but he's here in a chance to redeem himself and beat the best fighter, pound for pound, in the world.
Well, he waits up there now, and in a moment it will be a very, very spectacular entrance indeed for Manny Pacquiao. Antonio Margarito, 32 years old, and questionably the biggest occasion of his life. The crowd here now see what you're seeing, and they see that Manny Pacquiao is making his way now to the ring. There are few sportsmen who transcend their sport, but this is one of them. He is up there where Oscar De La Hoya was, and where the great names of boxing have been in years gone by. People like Sugar Ray Leonard, and going back before him to people as great as Muhammad Ali. He is the most popular fighter on the planet, and he is quite spectacular when at his very best.
And he's attempting history to become a six-weight world champion. Great names like Floyd Mayweather, Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard. He's going to try and surpass those legends of the ring and become a six-weight world champion. But he's up against a very big man.
And he's got two masters now. He's also a congressman. He's forging a career in politics in his beloved Philippines. Has that taken his eye off the ball some way? Absolute bedlam here in the arena as Manny Pacquiao steps out now for his walk across what would be the pitch for the Dallas Cowboys. It's where they play, and he comes out of the tunnel now, and the crowd all around, they see as he makes his walk now towards the ring. Been here before. He's such a nice guy outside the ring. Inside the ring, he is something very, very different.
Oh, he's truly amazing. A great, great fighter, a great champion, and they love him. And he might love being a congressman, but how can you not love being a fighter when the crowd adore you so much? He comes out smiling as ever, soaking up the atmosphere. This is what he does, and this is what he does best.
The Philippines stop for this one. that the world is watching, and here's the now far and away the biggest name in boxing in the United States. And it is just reflected by this stunning scene as he nears ringside. Just 5'6.5" of him, stepping through the ropes and looking to create another piece of history and another magic night. Devout in his faith, a final prayer before what could be an epic struggle against Antonio Margarito. I just have a feeling that this could turn out to be a very special fight indeed. And Michael Buffer now to do the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the 8th wonder of the world of sports and entertainment, Mr. Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Arlington, Texas, USA. Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing and MP Promotions are proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter, AT&T, Viva Mexico Plan. Make calls from your wireless phone as if they were a local call. EA Sports Fight Night Champion, available March 1st. Smart Communications, the Philippines' largest mobile company, and Top Gear on the History Channel. The Gearheads are coming to history with Top Gear. Premieres next Sunday, November 21st. And now, here are your 3 judges at ringside. Scoring the bout, Glenn Crocker, Jürgen Lagos, and Oren Schellenberger. This contest sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director William Kunz, Chairman Brian Francis, Boxing Administrator Dickie Cole, WBC President Jose Suleiman, and inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Lawrence Cole. And now for the thousands in attendance and the millions around the world who wish they could be here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Roberto Garcia, wearing black with red, officially weighing 150 pounds. His professional record, 38 victories, including 27 knockouts with 6 defeats. From Tijuana, Baja California Norte, Mexico, the 3-time champion of the world, El Tornado de Tijuana, Antonio Margarito. And fighting out of the red corner, standing with head trainer Freddie Roach, wearing white with gold. Official weight, 144 1/2 pounds. Professional record, 51 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 bouts even. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, the 7-time champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao!
So Pacquiao getting a phenomenal reception, and now final words of advice from Lawrence Cole.
In the dressing room, I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves all times. Understood? Play an injury, win or strike, then touch him up. Let's have the leg fight.
It could be his toughest assignment to date. Antonio Margarito at his best, a formidable fighter. There wasn't too much between them in terms of weight at the weigh-in, but unofficially, on the HBO scales. Manny Pacquiao before this fight 10 stone 8, Antonio Margarito 11 stone 11, 17 pounds difference. That is a big ask. The stage is set, the preliminaries completed, 12 rounds for the vacant WBC light middleweight title, and the action is underway. The roar goes up. Pacquiao will have to be right at his best. Both of them so experienced. Margarito, a pro since back in 1994, Pacquiao 1995. Very different characters, very different people. Both of them born and raised out of grinding poverty though, and achieving superstardom in their chosen sport.
Well, what can Manny Pacquiao do against this much bigger man? He's given away height and reach to a strong Mexican challenger who's come to win, who needs to win. But Pacquiao, great little fighter. He's got the speed, he's got the boxing know-how. He finds a way to prevail.
And extraordinary charisma. During those introductions, he was smiling happily, waving at people in the crowd, enjoying every moment, but now utterly focused and trying to replicate the stunning form that's carried him to this point in his career.
Already we've seen him use that speed, picking the shots from different angles. His nice little right hand went through the guard of Margarito.
Look at the difference in size though. Margarito, 4.5 inches, the taller man, stands 5'11". Pacquiao trying to get in and out, trying to use lateral movement and then throw what at times can be a real firestorm of punches. And he's finding the targets.
Needs to be a little careful early on. Pacquiao has been on the floor in his career. Stopped very early on when he was a youngster.
We know all about the power though of Pacquiao. Ricky Hatton would testify to that. He has real power in his punches and blurring hand speed, such as that lovely straight right with which he pierced the guard of Margarito.
Total concentration from Pacquiao. Fast hands, beating Margarito to the punch.
Freddie Roach said, not sure how much it was just to unnerve Margarito, that in his opinion Margarito does nothing particularly well. But for me, I don't think you should read too much into that defeat against Mosley. After what was going on behind the ring when he got in there, I think the concentration was quite clearly had been affected. And as he's back now here, trying to be focused, trying to regain the point at which he was earlier in his career. Fascinating opening 3 minutes. Pacquiao started well. Roberto Garcia speaking to